Listen to me, the reason most people never get what they want in life is 'cause they stop too soon. They quit when it hurts. They give up when it gets hard. But let me ask you this, how bad do you want it? I'm not talking about kind of want it. I'm talking about wake up every day, hungry for it, because if you're breathing, then you still got time to change your story. If you got a pulse, you got a purpose. Now let's go. You can't make me want what I don't want. You can't dangle something in front of my face that I don't want. And many of you are taking anything because you don't know what you want. And so if I can do one thing for you when you leave this room, I don't want nothing from you but for you to leave this room and know what you want. What do you want in your marriage? What do you want with your son and your daughter? What do you want in your health? What do you want financially? Like, how much money do you want to make a year? What do you want to drive? How do you want to live? Stop just waking up like an accident. What do you want? And then once you find out what you want, spend the rest of your natural life waking up and going after it. The reason why I speak with so much passion, E.T., why do you speak with so much authority? Because I'm talking about my life, not something that I read. I ate out of trash cans. I had no business eating out of trash cans. I lived in abandoned buildings. I had no business living in abandoned buildings. But your daddy wasn't in your life. Your mom was a teenage mother. You grew up. Come on, look at your circumstances. That's not an excuse. There is no excuse for not living up to your fullest potential. No excuse. I told you I didn't get a new daddy. I didn't get a new mama. What changed? I changed, and I stopped being a victim. I stopped saying, I've got to wait for good things to happen to me. And I said, I'm going to grind, I'm going to fight, I'm going to work, I'm going to press forward, I'm going to learn, I'm going to do everything in my power every single day. I'm going to do everything in my power to become a victor and not a victim. Now let me say this before I move forward. I can't explain it, but you better feel me. Winners win and losers lose. I can't explain it any better than that. I don't know how it happens, but winners win. And if you create a culture of losing, if you keep being a victim, if you keep letting losing happen to you, if you keep letting people do you and treat you any kind of way, it's going to become a culture. Guru story, secret to success. Now I'm going to tell you the story, and I got to get out of here. The story is about, you guys have probably heard it before, a young man who wanted to make a lot of money. And so he went to this guru, right? And he told the guru, I want to be on the same level you're on. The guru said, if you want to be on the same level I'm on, I'll meet you tomorrow at the beach at 4 a.m. He's like, the beach? I said I want to make money, I don't want to swim. The guru said, if you want to make money, I'll meet you tomorrow, 4 a.m. So the young man got there at 4 a.m. He's all ready to rock and roll, got on a suit. He should have worn shorts. The old man grabs his hand and said, how bad do you want to be successful? He said, real bad. He said, walk on out into the water. So he walks out into the water. When he walks out into the water, it goes waist deep. He's like, this guy's crazy. I want to make money, he's got me out here swimming. I didn't ask to be a lifeguard. He said, come out a little further. Walked out a little further, then he had it right around the shoulder area. So the old man's crazy. He's making money, but he's crazy. He said, come out a little further. Came out a little further, was right at his mouth. My man's like, I'm about to go back in. This guy's out of his mind. So the old man said, I thought you said you wanted to be successful. He said, I do. He said, walk a little further. He came. The old man dropped his head in, held him down, held him down. My man's scratching, holding him down. Just before he was about to pass out, the guru raised him up. He said, I got a question for you. He said, when you were underwater, what did you want to do? He said, I wanted to breathe. He told the guy, when you want to succeed as bad as you want to breathe, then you'll be successful. I don't know how many of y'all got asthma, but if you've ever had an asthma attack, you're short of breath. The only thing you care about is getting some air. You don't care about no basketball game. You don't care about what's on TV. You don't care about nobody calling you. You don't care about a party. The only thing you care about when you're trying to breathe is to get some fresh air videos. How long you think it take for the CD to get to the crib or the DVD to get to your crib? Anybody, how long you think it takes? Couple days, 4 weeks, 4 weeks. I did something nobody else did. I gave away my content, and I put my content out every day. You probably in love with E at that point. You about to get a divorce. You just failed your bar exam. Your team just lost in the championship. You don't need motivation. 4 weeks from now I saw a gap, y'all. I saw a gap in the industry, and I said, just give your stuff away for free. And guess what? But when you give it away for free, they will be endeared to you, because I believe the content is sweet. You know, when you go to the grocery store, or you go to the mall, and they say, try fried rice. You like, yo, I'm good on that. No, try fried rice. You like, bro, I want to try fried rice. And you taste, you like, they're like, come, $5.99, right? They gave it to you for free, and then you bit it for free, and guess what happened? You bought a whole meal. So I'm being real. What are you going to do to separate yourself? I separated myself. I started getting up early, 3:00 in the morning. Never forget, a kid from Chicago told me like, yo, you talking about? Thank God it's Monday. You release your videos on Sunday night. I said, bro, it's Sunday in Chicago. It's Monday in Singapore. It's Monday in Australia. Baby, we ain't just getting American money. We all over the world. I'm separating myself. I'm putting my stuff out on Sunday night in the shop. But in the world, it's Monday. So me and Coach was talking. Greatness is upon you, right? And I ain't proud of it, but I just like to keep it 100. I'm a high school dropout. I ain't proud of it. I dropped out my senior year in high school, and I'm going just keep it real, because I wasn't because I was dumb. It was because I left home at an early age, and I don't have no other way to say it. Coaches, forgive me, but my boys was on the block. So while I'm in school from 8 to 3, they getting it in, so they picking me up in Mustang 5. They picking me up in the Jeep with the top off, and the sound, no seat. They didn't blew the back seat out. No black seat now. They just got the 8 and 10s in the back, and it's woof woof. And I'm coming out of class, getting in the car. They coming right up to Henry Ford. I'm from Detroit, 8 Mile. They come right up grabbing me. You ready? I'm getting in the ride. Like, why am I still going to school? They're like, why you getting F's and D's? Like, why you still going to school? That's why I dropped out of school. But guess what? You know why it was so easy for me to drop out of school? 'Cause my father dropped out of school. My father had 5 kids by 5 different women. And why was it easy for him? Drop out because my grandfather dropped out of school, but I did something unique. I went and got my GED, got my 4-year degree, got my master's degree, and I'm a dissertation away from my PhD, and I hate school. So somebody said, if you hate school so much, why you getting a PhD? 'Cause I figure if I get a PhD, I'm going to create something in my family, and my son going to have to at least graduate from what? Come on, 100. Come on, if your daddy got a PhD, you can at least do what you can, at least graduate from high school. And let me tell you something I told my son. I ain't trying to put no pressure on you, but it's been 60 years since a male in our family has graduated from high school, son. I'm going to need you to take your senior year serious. We got a lot riding on you, and I'm telling you, greatness is here, but it ain't on Cam's shoulders no more. It ain't on Farley's shoulder no more. It ain't on Bo Jackson's shoulder no more. Now greatness is on whose shoulder? That's why I wake up every morning at 2:30, 'cause I got my mommy counting on me. I got my sister counting on me. I got my son and my daughter counting on me. I got a world that gets up every morning and watches me. I got little kids who don't believe that they can do it. When they saw me, they thought now they can do it. So I get up every morning at 2:33. Why? 'Cause greatness is upon me. Dr. King is dead. Malcolm X is dead. I'm that new guy. I'm that new inspiration. I'm the guy you look at when your daddy ain't in your life, when your daddy in prison. I'm that guy that comes to your high school and tell you you can make it happen. Greatness is upon you, and you better act like it. Nothing funny, bro. I promise you. I love you, bro. Listen to me very closely. They pay me $50, 0 to $100 when I speak. To corporate America, I go to a basketball program. They pay me good. I ain't getting a dime here. I'm here 'cause I love you, but I'll be darned if I come here for free and you disrespect me. I ain't 20 years old, I ain't 19 years old. I'm a grown man. I'm here because I love you. I'm here because I love y'all. They ain't pay me a dime. As a matter of fact, I came and used my influence to raise money so a group of kids can go to Costa Rica. I'm not here to get nothing. I'm here to give you something. I'm not here to take nothing from you. I'm here to give you something, and listen to me closely. When people love you don't do them like dirt. When people care for them, you don't disrespect them. You ain't got but a few people who care about you in this world. Did you hear what I just said? You in the wrong place. You going to get shot and killed, and ain't nobody going to go to jail for it. Ain't nobody going to do no time for it. So the few people who you do have that care, you can't treat them like garbage. You can't disrespect the people that's trying to look out for you, 'cause you ain't got a whole bunch of you. Ain't got a lot of dudes. Look me up. You ain't got a lot of dudes that do what I do that's coming to your school. No disrespect. The dude you listening to my man and jamming to his album, he ain't coming here. And I just heard we had a rapper here last night. How many schools did he go to? How many elementary school? He came and took your money, but he didn't invest nothing back into you. And you going to have a nerve to laugh and joke when teachers trying to teach you. You got the nerve to act a fool when somebody cares about you. You talking while I'm talking. Do you know, if I go to a Jewish school, them kids quiet. If I go to a white school, them kids quiet. If I go to a Latino school, they quiet. The only kids that disrespect me is black kids. That's it. My own are the only ones that disrespect me. I walk in any other school, they like that go at you capping jokes. You think something funny. Look how we living. Ain't nothing funny. Ain't nothing funny, y'all. They look when I got my PhD would embarrass me. I'm in there. They asking me like what's wrong with our urban schools. Like why you asking me? I'm in classes like you in class. The teachers want to know, professors want to know, why are your kids? What's the problem in the school system? I'm embarrassed, y'all. I'm a grown man. I'm embarrassed that they talk about y'all. And you know why I'm embarrassed? Because what they don't know is you ain't even trying. When you take the test, you didn't give your best. They think you dumb. You ain't dumb. You can't take our people from Africa and put us in a diaspora and spread us all over the world, and we survive slavery and we can't pass a test. Come on, I ain't stupid. You take everything from us and we still survive, and you going to tell me we can't learn how to write? Have you lost your mind? We are survivors. That's all we do is survive, and you going to come and tell me you can't take a test? No, you can take the test. The problem is when you take the test, you barely take the test. I challenge you to go in there and get that doggone piece of paper and that pencil and do your best. I challenge you. I challenge you to go to class and act like you got some sense. Ain't nobody got to put you on medicine. You know how to sit down and shut up. You do it when you watching videos. So listen to me, you mind, despite that other voice telling me that I would never get a PhD. I did it anyway, win, lose, or draw. But do me a favor, don't die not trying. You got to feel me on this one. I will. I must. Come on, I must to go plate. God told me to tell you to stop making plates for people who just trying to take it to go right. That down. No, God told me to tell you stop making for food for folks that just wanted to go plate. He told me to tell you that there's somebody in the room. Your life is screwed up because you making food for people who just wanted to go plate you. I'm talking about you. Be your life. You are a great good person. You phenomenal. You got it going on. You making all these great meals, and it's a whole bunch of people come to your house and they got it to go container, and they listen to me very closely. My grandma taught me when I was young. My grandma had 14 kids who all had kids, and my grandma say, I will cut you. You can eat as much food as you want at the house. But if I swear, if one of y'all little jokers takes some out this house, you get in business in front of your mama, in front of your cuz. I used to whip their butt. I'm whipping your butt too. That's right, with a switch. Don't take no food out my house, right? You can eat as much as you want when you here, but do not pack a plate. And most of y'all running with people who, when you fix food, they come to your house and take it to go play. They don't bring nothing. They not trying to help you. All they in your life to do is take. And you wondering why your life messed up, 'cause you with takers you done made a whole spread. And they just coming in. They can't even say, they don't have the decency to say hi and thank you. So ignorant, though you just so geek to have them coming to so came to my house. I'm so glad they came over. Listen to me. I promise you there's some other folks who cooking or who would bring at least something to drink and some cups that would love to come to your house. You ain't got to put up with that mess. And so in 2019, God told me to tell you your life going to go to a whole another level if you just get rid of folks who bringing in to-go containers. You already know who they are too. As soon as I said it, you already knew who you like to see. They'll never bring nothing you didn't even notice at first until it came in the atmosphere. Then all of a sudden you was like, you're right. They always taken, and I tell my babies all the time it ain't nothing wrong with helping, but you can't help when you ain't got nothing. You got to have something first before you can help somebody. I couldn't do this if I was broke. The plane tickets cost money. The hotel I'm staying at in Buck had cost money. That's right, that cost. I couldn't do this if I was broke. I couldn't be a blessing of you if I was broke, and most of y'all, you broke, and you trying to bless somebody when you broke. Come on now, you ain't that desperate for company. You can't be that desperate to have somebody at your house, and he keep eating at your house, but going to stay at her house. I'm just trying to help somebody. He coming to get a plate from. He coming to get a plate from your house, but he's sleeping at her house. She coming to get a plate from your house, but she's sleeping at his house. Ain't nothing wrong with getting a plate, boo. But you going to have to you going to have to stay. You going to have to at least stay. You know what I'm saying. I'm just trying to put it in your so you can understand, and so God is blessing you. But the little resources you got, you giving them away. And so what you going to have to learn how to do is you going to have to learn to bring people in your life where it's mutual. You got a bunch of parasites in your life, and what parasites do is suck up everything. And then they move on. Once they kill you, they move on to the next. They ain't even went to your listen to me. Most of you in this room, the people you calling friends, and you close to you going to die, and ain't even going to show up to your funeral. They won't even be there. You ain't as close as you thought y'all were. And how you know is when they bring it to go. So in 2019, when you see folks coming in with to-go boys, you like you watch them come with just lock the door. Like I'm good on that, 'cause you can't go. You can't go to McDonald's with a to-go container. It's not it for me. And they said, what do you mean it's not over for you? The doctor said, she said, I don't care nothing about a doctor. I got to see my grandson graduate from high school. He's a junior now at Michigan State University. She said, I got to see my granddaughter graduate, my only 2 grandkids. I got to see my granddaughter graduate from high school, and she graduates in June. She said, after that, I might die, but up until the end, I ain't going nowhere. Are you hearing what I'm telling you? And what we said to each other is, I can get through this. I will get through this. I must get through this. So I just need you to think about 3 people in your family that you love. 3 people that you love. 3 people, you got them, they there, you got them. This is what I need you to do for me, because some of you have a hard time staying motivated for straight 100 days. So what I need you to do for me is I need you to think about those people every day when you're doing what you're doing. Do you have some days where you just want to hit the snooze button? Raise your hand for me. You want to hit the snooze button, right? So watch this. This is what has to happen. That person that you think about has to be louder than the snooze button. So when you think about Granny, you got to think about, do I hit the snooze button, or do I get up and make it happen for Granny? Are you hearing what I'm saying? Who you doing this for? So the day you don't feel like getting up, just think about them. Somebody tell me in this room, when you think about your siblings, when you think about Ma and Dad and Grandma, when you think about your uncle and aunts, when you think about those coaches, those people who've been there for you, just raise your hand. If you said, sleep is better than that, just raise your hand and tell me. Anybody in the room, sleep is better than them? Just raise your hand. Somebody tell me, you don't get it. You don't know how hard it is for me. I probably don't. I just lived in abandoned buildings, ate out of trash cans. I probably don't. Maybe I ain't never been through what you've been through, but I've been through my go-through, and you don't get here by quitting when you're tired. You get here by quitting when you're finished, when you're done. You don't stop when you're tired. You stop when you're done. You stop when you're completed, when you've executed. Execution is worship, and so I execute for my mom. I execute for my grandma. I execute for my sister. I execute for those kids in the hood who are looking for a role model. That's why I wear the hat with a PhD. That's why I wear the J's. So when the kids in the hood look at me, they say, if E.T. can do it, I can do it. That's why I can't quit and give up, even though I get tired just like everybody else. Why? Because this is what I do. This is my leg. This is your leg. You got to murder it. So when I ask you, you got energy. Don't play with me. When I say again, you got that energy for the next 100 days. I need to feel your soul in this room. All right, I can. Come on, I can. Come on, I can. I will, I must. Come on, I can. I will, I must. Give yourself some energy. Come on, give yourself some energy. We wish you the best. We love you. Do you 100? Let's get it done. I don't care how tired you are. I don't care how broke you are. I don't care what they said about you, how they counted you out, because as long as you got breath in your lungs, your story ain't over. You got people counting on you. You got dreams waiting on you. You got a future calling your name. So when life hits, don't fold, fight. Don't stop when you're tired. Stop when you're done. This is your time. This is your season. Get up, lock in, and make the rest of your life the best of your life. Let's go.